Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, as you can see, we are a level 50 Black Mage. We're going to be tackling all of the job quests from 1 to 50. Yes, obviously, it's including the Thaumaturge quests, like I did with a Arcanist and a Summoner. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in just a little bit. Alright, let's tackle Black Mage. But first, before we get to Black Mage, we gotta get to the Thaumaturge. So, Yayake, I would like to be a Thaumaturge. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which are to bring about enemies' ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of Thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes, there's surely there was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper you of Thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited the traditions from ancient Belladea, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of those illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Nalthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over the centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as Thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, bolts of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The Dwemmers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious and when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Arzaneth Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter over the afterlife. What say then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of the Thaumaturge, let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove that our guildmaster that you possess the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which was within. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. Man, that was a mouthful. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirement would not have been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild masters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Coco Biko, I believe. Huh. You don't even know your own guild master's name? Alright. Clearly that guy is a guild master because I can see his name, Kokobuki. Who? What? Oh, false teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a Thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. This lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild, seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, prelate Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping her name straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake, as our sibling Kokobuki, with whom you should speak. I knew it. What's this? Thal has led us to a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki, were you here this entire time? Greetings, child. I'm Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say, the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a sustenance. How do you say that word? Sustenance? Understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturge is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spell far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolescence. I think I botched that word up. The Thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to your sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of Thaumaturge's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the depths in pursuit of power unrivaled? A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Cecilla. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log, names of such enemies that will prove suitable to your training as a Thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are the scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over? My dear disciple, we have only just begun. Taking your weapons in hand, I'll set you upon your first trial. So, this is just like Conjurer. Thaumaturges and Black Mage, at least up until level 50, have a one-handed variant and a shield. Like I did with Conjurer and White Mage up until level 50, I am not going to be using the one-handed weapons or the shields because it's an absolute waste. But for the time being, it's all I got stuck with until level 5 because I've already got all the weapons planned out for up to level 50. So we're stuck with this for the time being. Now, as for my gear, do I not have the leggings in my thing anymore? Oh wait, they're in my saddlebag, aren't they? Okay. Get those out and get... That's the boots. Honestly, I don't think I had a pair of leggings. That's right. When I bought leggings, I didn't have any. Oh wait, I do. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. I'm still stuck with the beginning gear. As unfortunate as that might be. At least until level 5. Wait, there they are. Alright. And since I am now a new class, go to the third hotbar. Gear sets. Make. Now add these to the hotbar. And now add this to these. There we go. Alright. We're good to go. Again, as per usual, I will worry about hotbars. That's not what I wanted to do. Where was my teleport? I think I'll figure it out later. Oops. No, not delete. Alright. I'll sort my hotbar out when I actually get stuff. One thing I can do though is I'm surprised we actually have a gauge at this point. Usually gauges don't lock until later, but I guess we have a gauge now. Alright. My first scepter! The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power within written upon your features. Now we shall complete your initiation with a child to test the limits of your aptitude for a challenging thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star mammoths, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerous might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Alright. I need to put my, and then a mount. Okay, there we go. That's how I had him. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished your foes, Cecila. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you can find yourself seeking greater challenge, when you next crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is where you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. I'm real good. I'm all good, buddies. I don't know. I like this because it goes well with the leggings, but I don't know. I'll stick with this for the time being. See how much it grows on me. I'm kind of liking it though. Alright. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must salve. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thaumaturge, Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter drought defeat, will construct you in the vital lessons to be gleaned on from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Thread of Intimacy, falls within Coco Baigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes, that's what I've been expecting you. Allow me to read you to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. The Thread of Intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by the fist, or sword, or spear, but the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. The last part makes me queasy for no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapon at your person. Thus, the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther, the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you've slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve its generous slice of vulture meat for a fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Cecil, we pay him in sorcery blasted bird flesh. Huh. Alright. Good to know. Again, I'll mess with my hotbars later. This is what we're looking at for skills. Not really a whole lot in terms of Thaumaturge. You're done. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee then. There you go. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? As this mage has completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar this fine morning? The lady here just slew herself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by baking talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand? My brothers, not again. My boy. Alright. Let's report our success. Whee! I believe those are all. I want to say. They can't be bots. They could be bots actually, because they're all traveling in tandem. Welcome back, Cecil. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact. Face appears unshredded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flames fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. We Thaumaturges excel at offense, but failed miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honors for knights and dead mages. Cecil, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerer's destruction. Oh. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Baigo. Or you, Bonnie. Or Bezzy. Or Boha. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Sessa here was most insistent. And once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. Alright, what's going on here? That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wished to become a Thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had to convince him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but yet yearns to walk the path of Thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Thanks. Alright. Great. Wonderful. Alright, that is the level 5 quest. So, I will see you all in the level 10 quest. Okay. We're at level 10, or level 10. So, let's see what Kokobuki has for us now. We got I don't know what's called your lass. You're clearly not a lass. At least I don't think you are. Yes, Cecily, yes. The aura power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my Thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Alright. Aha! So Cessa, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-minute trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devourers, ice entombs, and lightning courses to the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flame sputters, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no more. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted her arcane reserves is not but a woman with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, we may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle between us find us lacking this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions: astrally or umbrally. When your mind and our spirit lean in one umbral direction, your thaumaturge is affected by the state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of her incantations enhanced at a greater cost to her etheric stamina. Now, with the concept of the etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. 8, huh? This guy's quite demanding. Went from 3 to 8. Alright. Aha! You arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful! It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Cessa, what action would you take if you bound your etheric thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Brandish my scepter as a club. Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valorous fool. Remember the first chapter, we do not close distance with our enemies. And certainly do not hit them with our finely crafted tools of thaumaturgy. Pray consider replenishing your energies with a vial of ether before humiliating yourself in melee combat. Ether. The drought of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed, any who would practice the arts of arcane manipulation, that is substance above all others. Thus it was with the unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of abasement activity. It seems an Amal's raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Amal's bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted south of Drybone. I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you're busy incinerating Amal's, be sure to collect some samples of their blood. Assuming you can join any from their smoking remains. Ether! Yeah! I've never once used an ether in this game, ever. Those potions are only good in situations like Palace of the Dead, Heaven and High, and some certain other instances, but all in all, they're pretty useless. Alright. Come for your stuff, sirs. I got your blood. Now I got your ether. Well, that was easy. Do I detect the scent of ether? And I trust that stench is a Mage blood. Here you go. Ho ho, 10 vials, 20, 30. The sight of so much ether is just so comforting. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? I see Cecil's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vial viscous blood liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobushi should be pleased. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the ossuary. Have you finally decided to begin my training in Thaumaturge? Kokobushi, good of you to come. Sasa here was kind enough to obtain a supply of Mage blood for you. As an alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using this substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we were most interested in the results of such experiments. So you see, Busi, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You need to become a Thaumaturge to be part of our family. That's right, Busi. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place and our skills are not exactly suited to be keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. Do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight along at your side. Busi, we just cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray do not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. Sometimes I forget how difficult it must be not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Sasla, Kokobushi is dangerously unsuited to the wielding of Thaumaturge. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magic as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his etheric reserves would likely kill him. But let's not dwell on this unpleasant circumstance. For you, on the other hand, are brimming with Thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies and do not cease in your efforts to expand your wellspring of power. Alright. I don't need any of that, but thanks. Alright. So I will be back when I'm level 15. Alright. We're level 15. So let's see what Kokobuki has up his sleeve this time for us. Is Chapter 3, The Threat of Superiority. Come, Cecil, the yawning abyss beckons once more. Today, Kokobezi will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Alright, let's see what this chapter is all about. You are come for your lesson, Cecil. Then heed well my words. The Threat of Superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. But not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not with your lightning. Know you this threat and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to an important tactic. A wise Thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents she cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoiding conflict with Old Dahl's multitude of furious merchants. These soulless, ravening creatures are afflicting with the madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crater of either you retrieved from Amalja bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand a recompense with a few measly vials we empty as our just reward. Alright, yes, we drank the entire bloody box. But the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus I pass on you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride out right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Really? Really? Is this how it works? Alright. This doesn't seem quite right. I mean, this is what you get for drinking the vials of ether. Alright. We're fake tears for sympathy. Well, you need to cover a few vials of ether loss. I'll tell you what, you dry your eyes for me and I'll take care of the loss of out of my own purse. Yeah, you better run, bitch. Make a lady cry. Alright, miss. I know you're the one who chased down those Amalaja brutes for us. I'll let it go this one time, for your sake. Now, it's your turn for shameless weeping. It's not that. Oh dear, I'm not angry at you, you understand. It's those 5 ether-addled brothers I take issue with. You tell them next time this happens, I'll have the right price taken out of their unprincipled hides. Alright. A masterful performance, Cecil. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such piteous wailings. Take this recent request, for instance, which I had nominated to serve you as your next trial. The team of scholars has asked me for a Thaumaturge to destroy a cursed relic they unearthed as Mormo's urn. While Potter is, by large and all, immune to tears, it is the Alcaran thieves that subsequently stole it that concerns me. The Alcaran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle or understanding dispositions. Rather than attempting to engage an entire gang of thugs, I would suggest you neutralize a threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alcaran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. Alright. That sounds like an easy task to do. Let's go do it. As you can see, I switched up my glamour. I don't know if, I think, did I do it in the last part? I just mentioned it? I don't remember. But yeah. I decided to go with the cast or the melee DPS glamour that I have on my main. Typically how it works with glamour with other classes is each class type has its own glamour. Tanks have their own glamour, melee DPS have their own glamour, magic DPS have their own glamour, ranged DPS have their own glamour, healers have their own glamour, crafters have their own glamour, and gatherers have their own glamour. That's typically how it works. Oh boy, here we go. Alright. I believe the urn was like somewhere down there at Final Prayer. Sneaky bastards. How am I able to see this guy through the rocks? I don't know. How my fire is able to go through the rock? I don't know. Let's not ask questions. death. Alright, where is this, I'm going the wrong way. Well, shit on me. Oh, maybe not? Oh, I see it. Sessa, a moment if you please. Pray allow me to shatter that urn. What are you doing here? I thought if I assist you with your task, then my brothers might find it deigned to take me seriously. So I followed you. What do we got here then? A couple of nosy sand rabbits that are about to get skinned. Oh dear God, where do they come from? Shirt. Alright. Alright, I'll put you to sleep for the time being. I'm no Thaumaturge, but I still have my tricks. Take care of you. Alright, that was easy. Now it's your turn. Are you injured? I have a salve for that. All these other guys I didn't kill. Alright, that was simple. Nothing too crazy. That was simply incredible, Tesla. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a Thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be a pitiful, powerless little sibling. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see I'm capable of... Wait! Don't you dare break my urn! It talks! Huh? What the? Did that piece of power just talk? Are you Mormo the Void Scent? Well, yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Void Scents. Oh, yeah, sure you are. It was the nasty ones who sealed me up here for helping a mortal. If you'll be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? Where have I heard this shtick before? I'm not really interested in fame or fortune, but perhaps there's one thing. I'd like to have etheric power to equal that of my brothers. Power, is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense a latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It'll be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. Well, this sounds bad all over. Sir? I wouldn't do that. Sir, alright, I warned you. I don't feel different at all. I think Mormon may have been lying. Come, Sessa, it's time we were leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? And that is that. Oh, this will be such fun. I mean, it'll be nice to return home after all this excitement. Oh. He took over his body. I see what's going on here. You can't fool me. You fell for the oldest trick in the book, lad. So pretty much at this point forward, anything under level 30 for casters, I'm gonna be chucking out because we won't need it. We won't need it anymore. Since Red Mage starts at level 50 and Astrologian starts at level 30, so we won't need anything below level 30 once we hit that. Welcome back, Cecila. I'm glad to see you're making a habit of not dying. Before we discuss your final trial further, however, I would ask about Kokobusi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Would you happen to know all of it? Well, Kokobusi joined me at my trial. Busi was at your trial? It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with the Thaumaturge's training. I shall have to scold him most heartily. Such unpleasantness aside, I'm impressed that you claim victory in spite of this unexpected development. The teachings of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. Their experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you're ready to add a new spell to your repertoire. Scathe. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. As I'm sure you're eager to test this incantation's efficacy, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. Nice. Alright. And I got a level up too. Nice. Alright, that's the level 15 quest. So we will be back on the level 20. Alright, we are level 20. Kokobuki, what's my next trial? We're getting towards the end of the chapters, I believe. We only got 2 more to go through. The threat of complexity. Cecil, you're safe. I feared you'd fall victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the feared recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? In each case involves at least one dead Thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. The ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you're glowing with vitality. It's time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second young sibling, will read to you from the threat of perplexity. Oh, so this is the last one. I thought we had 2 more. Baha! Greetings, Cecila. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let's begin. The threat of perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those rings close. Flames are smothered, ice crushed, lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and where are you the multitudinous foe? Alright. Is the point of this passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer, and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a Thaumaturge needs is the thickest thrall, a courageous companion to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial, Kokoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course of set for Cecil's training. The town is buzzing with the news of the yet more slaughtered Thaumaturges. Their mutilated bodies found in the waters of Nofika's wells. I would have Cecil aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. Cecil may have tolerated your interruption for her trial than last time, Boosie, but you are hardly a hardy henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Cecil to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You have secured the services of a stalwart swordsman. Then that would indeed be in the line of learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps. Come now, Cecil, let's hear about your business before Kokoboha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nofika's Wells. Well then. Was that Coco Bussy? Or Bussy? Coco Bussy? I don't know. It doesn't sound like him. Something seems off. It was the urn. It's whatever went in his mouth. Alright. Ah, Cecil, so good of you to come. My Rogadon friend here is the warrior mentioned at the ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I'll go with you, but my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Alright. What could go wrong, right? Alright, so I got a couple things. I don't know what they're gonna tell you, but did you uncover anything incriminating? I got a book, I got a scepter, and I got a wristlet. The blood's yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it was enticing etheric energy, will lure the mage slayer into the open. Have courage, Cecil. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. Oh boy. This doesn't sound right at all. Alright. It's the imp? Aha! The demon shows his claws. I'll keep it busy. You just focus on magicking. This nasty bastard's got some nasty spells. Stay well back, you hear? Put the big bugger to sleep. I can't take these off. Take the three at once. It's funny how a gladiator knows cure. Dead. That take care of that. I'm off to collecting coin. So that's the dreaded Mage Slayer, huh? Seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It's unfortunate though that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboha of your child, but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadine has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do? What to do? Surely a Thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it led into that little cave over there. Hurry now before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. This just sounds all kinds of wrong. I'm having bad feelings all over the place. I knew it. It's the thing inside of him. That is not Kokobussy. Well, it is Kokobussy, but not a Kokobussy possessed, but a Kokobussy possessed of the void synth that escaped from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain Thaumaturges. And you, my dear Monorich Cecilo, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However did you see through it? I am Kokobussy's brother. How could I not? It's time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you destroy me. Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aim for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Ugh, he's Spider-Man. Poor spineless Thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with an unpleasant thought. It was Kokobussy's fervent wish to amass his power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report to the completion of your trial. Cecila, I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Oh boy. Cecil Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seemed the mage said slithered away, but your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Your time with our Thaumaturge teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of Thaumaturge demanded I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike. Minimal risk and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer from my hesitation and my cowardice? Hey, saved me. If it wasn't for that, I would have been killed. It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Void Scent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Probably leave me to my musings, Cecila. Alright. I'll leave you to do whatever it is you need to do. That is it for the level 20 quest, so I will see you in the level 25. Alright. We're at level 25. Kokobuki, what do you have for us today? What excitement are you gonna lead me to this time? The hidden chapter. Cecil, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about the dreadful business of the Kokobusi. We must look at our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. It terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Hey guy, what's going on? Cecila, long have I agonized over Kokobusi's plight, and the measures I might take to extricate him from it. It would not do to call upon my Thaumaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word with the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from another expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched Void Scent. I would ask that you go there, these experts in otherworldly phenomena, and beg permission to peruse their work. Alright. Oh, that's right. Since I'm level 25, I got some new gear to put on. Apparently I never bought a 25 weapon. That's fine. Or not that. There. Not the biggest improvement, but that's what I got. If you seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual, a method and contrived by the mages availed to annihilate the soul of this especially potent Void Scent. When it comes to draining such a creature for its etheric energies, one must. But I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping this arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. Ooh, cool. Alright, who's next? Maybe they're inside having a drink? You wish to learn of Mormo right this instant? But we barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I can spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Scent. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, and thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Ooh. Oh boy. Is anyone in here? It's not what I wanted to do. Aha, I see you up there. You're interested in reading our book on Mormo? Of course, it would be a pleasure to share with a fellow student of the Void Scent. Here's the first chapter, my own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. What's this? Oh. Alright. Do you have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? I do. The history is unearthed in the ruins of Sildi depict the suffering wrought by a singular powerful void scent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the belligerent citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's inebriated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous void scent, freeing her soul to ensave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host would be a swift and decisive demise. This explains Mormo's fixation on Thaumaturge. Kokobusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened void scent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sitting has. Pray hand this work over to Kokobigo. I shall be along momentarily. This is a work devoted to studying with that nasty void scent. I should hope it provides some hint of salvation. Kinda, sort of. Not the kind of salvation you want, but... Kokobuki, these passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that possesses our eldest brother? Have you wanted to avoid the threats, of eliminating the risks? Is that not how Thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to suggest it, but we should strike now, Kokobuki, while the void scent is at feeble. I share that self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the void scent the chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot! That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken her to all her terrible magics. The will of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slacked before my spirit fully runs dry, and the newly enlivened void scent, she will then face the combined wrath of Cecil and 4 guild masters of Thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We have always avoided adversaries with whom he had no advantages. The fault lies with me. Ever have I had encouraged avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It's time we learn the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Cessa, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one final chapter left in the yawning abyss. one that is customarily hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within, show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing? Poor Cecila, when even our guild masters have yet to attempt this ghastly test. The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Cecila, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson for the true final chapter, meets in the hallowed hall of Thal's Respite. Oh boy. Where the hell is Thal's Respite? Oh, it's over there. Back of Drybow, huh? Great. So what is this dreadful trial that everyone's so afraid of? Let's go find out. Go that way. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, for guild masters, they're kind of spineless. Where am I? Oh. Alright. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I am confident that with the many and terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single Thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let your trial commence. Oh boy. Let's see what I'm getting myself into. There's no escape from this abyss. The void spills into our realm on wings of inky shadow. Thal's teeth I can barely watch. Cecila, try to keep your blood inside your body. Catch your breath while you can. The next threat is at hand. The rift from the void ever widens. The dross of the abyss takes shape. Strengthen swiftly lest you be perish in saturated silence. Bitch. Ah, I'm resistant. Get out of here. All right. Once again, you defy the void. The final nightmare approaches. The jagged gate is wrenched open. The Lord of Flies cometh. Oh shit. Whack! Hit you with the stick. I can't stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers, with the primal energies of Thaumaturge at your command, there's no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kokobussi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. It seems we have been wasting your potential. I would never believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder Cecil was. I feel my fingers itching to fling fire with the fury. Imagine my siblings, towering enemies, what you might topple so you stand firm together. Thank you, Cecila. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let's now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Alright. I mean, come on. You guys are all pretty spineless. At least Kokobuki has some backbone. Or Bucky. Or Buki, however you want to call his name, call him. I guess it's Buki because O is pronounced as oo. Or O. I don't know. I'm trying to remember my lessons in Hiragana. It's not going well. What a formidable team you all shall make. Kokobaigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Cecila. Even Mormo was with her before the onslaught of our combined Thaumaturgy. But before we engage the Void Stand, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless Thaumaturgy is speaking to us all. Alright. Awesome. Great. Alright, that is a level 25 quest. So, we will be back when we hit level 30. Here we are, at level 30. We are wrapping up the Thaumaturge storyline. So, Kokobuki, what are we doing? How are we gonna save our fallen brother? Fortune has favored us, Tesla. Kokobusi, I can never say this name right. Kokobusi has been or Kokobusy. I think that's what it is. Kokobusy has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste. And with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. Alright. Vespa Bay. Horizon. Oh, Lord. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to stick with the hour gown for the casters or switch to the striped swimsuit. I use the striped swimsuits on for my casters on my main. The reason why I can't decide is because I like the hour gown, I really do, but I don't like the big shoulder, the big shoulder bits. And for the swimsuit, I don't know, the hair just doesn't, something about my Cecil's hair that it doesn't click with the swimsuit with me. So it's hard to decide. Something I can do for you, stranger. Now that you mention it, I did see a lot of folk who matched this description. He was watching the fairies coming from more than a passing interest, looking to hire some adventurers or some such, I reckon. Alright. That's not good. Welcome to the pissed. That's a great name for a bard. Welcome to the pissed Paiste, or Paiste, love. What can I get you? Information, is it? That little bloke was in here bringing a blush to all the young maidens' cheeks. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up in his for boldness. Left with more than one lass on his arm, he did. Oh, I see where this guy's going. This guy's got game. In here? No. What about in here? Aha! What's that, miss? You said you're looking for someone. I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple of adventurers hailing from Limsa and Minsta. A marauder and a Thaumaturge, where I hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area of north of here. Oh boy. That would keep Westwind. Or not you. So Marmo's chosen this as her new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will already have been slain. So as for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the Thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Lamentsons before their Voidson strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be best for you to follow suit. Alright. This guy's wicked. Where am I going? Still here. Still here. Somewhere close. Oh. Get him, Ragnarok! You're right. Methinks, lass. Ugh, me head. That little bastard said he'd give us the Grand Tour of Ul'dah. Aye, it's been grand, alright. Please, if you took my mate further north, I think he was muttering something about moon drip. Cecila, what's befallen? I sense the presence of Voidson, but it appears you have things well in hand. Mormos and moon drip? A fitting place for the battle to come. It's time to finish this, my brothers. Coco Busy will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Oh boy. Let's go save our unlucky Thaumaturge. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly, then the Voidson feasts on my preferred mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though after lecturing for so long on how a Thaumaturge should avoid such a threat, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Really? You damn oversized toad? I didn't come here for you. Get out of here. Cecila, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Overwhelming introspection? Yes, indeed. It is perhaps only by looking within that we may find the answers we seek. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that, no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh. Enough, Mormo! Well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers, I thought you'd be busy whimpering into your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you tend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is as a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I'm sure you would think me a coward, but this is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobusy returned to his unharmed. You are wise, acquiesce, Mage. Uh-oh. At long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of your arcane muscles is in order. Oh no, you don't, Void Scent. We don't want you to leave here alive. Yeah, you guys need to develop some spine. So you risk your lives in the valiant rescue attempt. You should not bet that what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the ether from your very marrow. Alright, ugly lady. Your screams are my sustenance. I'll keep Mama focused on me. Stay well back. How does the Thaumaturge know Flash? My Thaumaturge will rend to the very air. Frightened? Ha! I fry fiends for fun. It's all coming back to me. Why don't you come a little closer? But no. What in the name of God was that? Intimacy. She weaves her threads as spells. My spells were silence, but we must muster our magics. Let's all calm down now. She seeks to perplex and confound us. Resilient nuisances, the stones will drink your blood. She conjures minions from the void. I'm overmatched and overmagicked. Be fine. Bye, guy. I'm almost dead. No! For centuries I dreamed of escape. I'll not be denied. Until you were denied. We won? We won! Victory is ours! Coco Bussy! Coco Busy! Coco Bulky! She's dead. What? Where am I? Thank Thal you're awake, Kokobuki. Coco Busy has returned to us. Our sibling is yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Buki? His etheric channels have contracted. They're barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for ether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. You're an alchemist. Figured it out. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might just be enough. It's awake. I took one drop. I see the battle ended, as I expected. You did it, Coco Busy. Your alchemy saved him. And we will not prevail without you, Cecilla. We'll bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray me us there, and we might properly express our gratitude. Does he remember anything that happened? Well, it's a happy ending, right? Oh, good. Look what I'm in front of. Get me out of here before the aggro's. Alright. Thank you, Cecilla. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which Thaumaturge is capable. The raw power and audacity of your mage trap was freed my brothers and me from my self-imposed cowardice. Oh, that's good. They developed some spine, I guess. I thought Thal himself had his fingers at my throat, but the sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Coco Busy, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Cecily, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a Thaumaturge, I shall impart to you one of the Guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mono Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energy that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I'm sure you can understand why we do not teach the secret to every stray hedged wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you have experienced the deadliest threats, and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I'm certain you're eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Alright, nice. A scepter I'll never use. Great. Nice. Tales of Magic. I believe that's yeah, it's all Disciple of Magic to level 30. Now, I split it up with Summoner, but I'm not gonna do it this time around. So we're going right into a Black Mage. Taking the black. What's that? Manafront. Cecilla, I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Marsage Pit? It is a prison here in Ul'dah. In prison, a man will do almost anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nalthal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. But he knew of you by name, Cecilla, and maintain— oh, shit. A farce, no doubt. I make it from nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. But I fear the only way to be sure is to free him from the pit. The prisoner's name is— what the fuck? Kukuruka Tataruka. That's quite the name. And as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styled himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he'll fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nalthal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer you have become, as he said you would. So, let's just get to the bottom of this, shall we? Maybe that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. Either way, I ask that you travel to Highbridge in Eastern Thanalan. Seek out the planar fissure, a rip between this world and the next. Fell whatever beasts might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our galled mummer, doing so will give rise to the gem of Shatoto. The gem is no more than a pretty stone often mentioned in bedtime stories and the tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. This is all very, it's all very exhilarating. Let's go check it out. I like how this guy is just like nonchalantly just looking out in the chasm with the giant void sent fisher right behind him. There's more of them. All right. That's some blood. Thaumaturge, hear me. Oh. It's an Amalja. What are you doing here? Put up your weapon, friend. Kazag Cha means you no harm. Alright, what's going on, pal? So, you're one of whom Kukuruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earthen vein, was it not? Then you have earned this gem of Shitoto. Take it. You'll know what to do with it when the time comes. Will I? Akko just appeared in my hand. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. Ooh, this looks like that's a soul crystal. Alright. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it'll take more than a swift to waft the foulness to convince me that you're an agent of divine will. I take it yours was an eventful journey. Something like that. It's exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be the gem of Shitoto? 12 may be good. I can feel the power of magic pulsing within it. The tales tell that only souls blessed with the grace of Nathal are entrusted with the keeping of this gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Cecila. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please wait here. No, we got a ghost! Now, who's this guy? Oh. That will not be necessary. Kukuruka? What are you doing here? How have you skipped the pit? Did his face just magically appear? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has passed a century in meditation and communing with Nathal. We will address him with the proper respect. The scholars of the Marasaja pit are very different from the heretics of your order. So suffice it to say, they had wisdom beyond enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak of is that of Nathal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of the disaster will be in no words of mine, but of that you'd be sure. Nathal spoke on to me. By his own declaration, the seal of the Vorgate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Shitoto. I speak of you, Cecil. The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the void gate. That's it? You're not... hello? That's all you're gonna tell me? Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hollow-baited prig. Those who do not listen shall not be heard. Oh. You take for yourself the little title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You'll know as well as any of the existence of another world rife with shadow and monstrosity, the void. As the power of the void waxes, the barrier between it and our world wanes. Eventually the barrier will falter and the void gate will open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege. As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The gem of Shatoto is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art, and you already possess the first key required to see the void gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Visit Melanthe Saxacarium, and there... Alright. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and it will with it destroy that which would destroy you. Well, that happened. Where am I going? Way over there. Goldsmiths. No, not quite. I need to go to the miners in the future. Master is meditating in his chambers, for not Thal always speaks, and Master must listen. He has entrusted me to guide you on your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again, the black has grown stronger within you. Nice! Black Mage unlocked! Mana font. Equip that. There we go, and my hotbars are all a total mess again. Great, wonderful. So, yeah. I will fix my hotbars. And, let me do this real quick. Yes, reassign. And, yeah, I'll fix my hotbars, and when we come back, we'll be level 35. Alright, here we are. We are level 35, so let's begin our journey into the black arts of black magic. Lalai, what would you have me do? What is that? That is freeze. Another worthless spell. I sense the black magic within you has grown stronger, Cecila. You have earned the right of my audience. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers. But then, you adventurers were ever willing to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth on your journey, to find the keys required to seal the void gate. Hear me well, for mine are Master's own words, and his those of Nalthal himself. What happened? He's in a trance now? The next key requires a blood of sacrifice. Travel to the Sagoli Desert in southern Thanalan. Slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissure there and slake the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and then serve to notify our friends in the wastelands that the time has come. Complete this task before you, and the Black Mage testimony you carry will shine full with a new light, to envelop and absorb evil. Light to show you the destruction and guide you to the righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you where it will forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? Not really, but I'll do what needs to be done, I guess. Oh boy. Away! Level 50. Dragoon and Black Mage, I'm strongly considering doing a relic. The Bone relic, because I really like the relic for Black Mage. What he has, that's the relic, what he has. It's the base form of it, but that's pretty much the relic. At least getting it to Nexus. That's what I have on my main. I really like it. So at some point, it won't happen. Won't happen for a while. It's not gonna happen until I'm at least level like 80. Make it easier for me. But at some point in the future, I'm gonna grind for it. It is done then. But the blackness you have woken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Cecilla. Pray be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane, and come to me once more when the dark art is as much as you see fit. Well, I botched that word. I botched that sentence up. Yoink! Another worthless spell. You never use freeze. At least for me, I've never once used Blizzard 2 or freeze. So it's one of those useless spells that we'll never use. Alright, get that off my hotbar because I'll never use it. Alright. We'll be back when I am level 40. Alright, we are level 40. So, Lalai, give us our next task as a budding Black Mage. What would you have me do? Cecil, I see in your eyes the look of a woman prepared to take on the daunting responsibilities of the Black Mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic. You will not even find mention of us in all but the most esoteric of texts. Yet the secrets of our dark art lie encrypted here within the forbidden library of the Sacrarium. Master himself deciphered and read the text some 100 years past. It is said that the first of our kind were the favorite of Nod Thal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. But, as you well know, the power of black magic lies in its great potential for destruction. The slightest errancy in its use may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. Of the disappearance of the Black Mage from Eorzea, Master says only we must not repeat the errors of the past. Cecilla, Master has made known to me what it is you must do next do. Listen to his words now with all your being. Possession! The land has drunk deep of the bloody you spilled, and by this act, 3 souls of 3 races to Thanalan have come. The fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and nearly die. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain. Of all that we know now are in the hands of one who will usher our return. The gem of Shitoto, testimony of our creed, will shine with a new light, and by that light the 3 keepers will be made your allies. An Amalja by the name of Kasag Cha awaits at Burgundy Falls in the east of Thanalan. Go to him. Ooh. That is all. Dwell not on the fact that the Amalja are the sworn enemies of Ul'dah. It is not your place to question Master's will, for it is the will of Nal'thal himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. Alright. Let's go see what this guy's up to over here. Oh boy. Where are we going? I'm going somewhere. I'm going over there. Alright, and it's in the cave area that leads to the burning wall. Alright. I went over, didn't I? I did. Where's this cave at? Aha! Get this cursor off my screen. That louse looks like she's ready to fight. Oh, it's not just the Malja, huh? Well, come, Alra, chosen the Kuguruka and bearer of the gem of Shitoto. By the gem's power do our paths cross once more. At last, the time spoken, the prophecy has come. Yet I know nothing of she who would guide us. Come, tell me your name. Seslarai. I am Kasag Cha, a sorcerer of the Malja, as were my forebears. I am the fourth of my line to walk this path, which brings me now to this land. As you well know, my kind bear the scorn of the Ildans. It is for that reason I must remain here, far from the city walls. Great power this one has, but enough, is it? Kasag Cha is terrifying to behold. Yes, yes, but he is both wise and kind. Good, warm, kind. These are my brethren in the black, Sesla, and now they are yours as well. Before you stand the XIV Dozil Melok and the 269th Order Mendicant of the Kobolds, Dazah. You have fed the ethereal currents with the blood of fiends that the gem of Shitoto radiates as does in your presence as proof of your deeds, and a sign of what must yet be done. It falls to me bear witness to your awakening, and to pass on to you the knowledge entrusted to me. Know you that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. It is the Silent King in Western Thanalan that you must next journey. There too lies a Plenar fissure, and there too must you slake the land's thirst with blood of the fiends that which purge forth from it. Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King, and there convene once more. Seek out the Ixil Dozal Melok, for your path is destined to first cross with his. When the deed done before you is done, the gem of Shitoto will shine with new brilliance. Alright, I barely understood a word you just said, but let's do it. Where am I going to go with this? Oh, that's by Horizon. Alright. To close upon our fissure, strong black magic you need. You close and come to Dozil Melok once more. Alright. I'm gonna go Trusty Chocobo out. Not today. Have some blood. Wow. Kasag Cha spoke true. Black is strong, it says so. You go now. Go see Dazah. Alright. Going up there now. Here lies the Plenar fissure. Rift, terror, fissure. Use the power within to seal it. Alright, what am I taking on now? One of these things? Alright. Have some more blood. Whoa. It is as Kazak Shah foretold. You are chosen, Zesla. You must return to him now. Yes, yes. Return until Kazak Shah the deed is done. Ended. Over. Done. Alright. At least he's already here. You've done well, Cecil, as I knew you would. Come, and it's time now to return to Burgundy Falls. Wow, really? That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I got more time with Ragnarok, I guess. Ah. Alright. Since I arrived the black, you returned to me victorious. The gem of Shatoda burns bright. You are indeed the heiress to a dark and ancient power, as Kukuruka foretold. I am reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. When four magi meet in a barren land, dark black powers available by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path of light shall be lit by dark. The black powers available require no explanation, and know that wickedness prefers the evil birthed by the void. That the seal holding the void gate shut will falter and fail is what that was beyond doubt. Yet your deeds speak of determination and nobility, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all you I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge that is kept by my line. Here and now I speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our power combined, the void gate will be sealed anew. You have brought this old knowledge of much happiness. Few believe the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed, and worse, ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. Cecila, the dark magic coursing through you shares a deep bond with the Void Gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will become to great peril. Temper yourself in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then, and only then, will I speak to you of your next task. Great. Wonderful. Thanks, guy. I got Blizzard 3! Alright. Oh, that's the level 40 quest, so it's off to leveling to 45. Alright, here we are, we're at level 45. So, let's see what Kazak Cha wants us to do now. Ooh. What is that? Alright. Cecila, it's well that you're here. My colleagues Dazel, Melok, and Dazal would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. Alright, what do they got for me? To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? I'm more than ready. That's why I'm here. Very good. You have sharp sense like Dazal. Notice, have you? Your aura. Strangeness it has. Now, the Void Gate. Gloom it makes. Like black breath. Gloom drawn to black magic. drawn to you, like moth to flame. Black magic, it reeks, to corrupt, and make own. Alright, Yoda. Losing strength, seal is. Black magic and void gate share bond, very deep. But must not leave be too long, else other side may maybe take you. No fear yet, still weak gloom is. Time you have, strong Sissa, find next key. Teach you Dazalwell what must do. Alright, okay Yoda. Many black mages there were, long ago, one more powerful than rest. Very powerful, epic even, epic black mage. Black magic too powerful, too dangerous. Wrong hands must not have. Know this he did. Ciphered spells, hid secrets, dark ways past few, very few. Teaching, writing, spread over realm, lost to time they were. Forgotten, one carved in stone, stone a mossy pillar. Pillar and saw shroud. Chosen Cecil is chosen. Oh, okay. Unleash power of this black magic, and you can. Key it is. Key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line this is. Path to dissolve from mother. From mother of mother. From mother of mother of mother. Oh god, come on. 4 hatchings past. Strong mage she was. Epic even. Epic mage. Great love for dark art. More than anything. Joined with lizardmen to learn all. Name betrayer she was. Chased from the village. Her words Dazal keeps. Teach to strong Cecil now. 4 magi meet in the barren land. Old black powers have they in hand. When fate of all wicked be made stark. Path to light then lit by squawk. Not her squawk. Not Dazal squawk. Should be dark, Dazal thinks. Good words, deep words. Bring Dazal here they did. To pass on. Not Dazal alone. Others come too. Other mages. Birdmen, beastmen, lizardmen, no matter. I'll wait for strong Cecil. A strong mind you have, and heart. Help you, Dazal will. Go to Gardania you must. To Earth's gift. Near pillar lurking beasts there are. Slay them you must. No need for your beasts. Strong Cecil is strong. Okay. Please, give me away from this guy. I too am here to lend my aid. Help, hand, aid. Okay. Wood danger for Dazal. For Ixo, whalers wait. Wait with sharp spears. Go in place of Dazal will. Decided it is. Go now, you will. Okay, get me away from this Yoda wannabe. I can't take it. Just give me as far away as possible. Alright. I don't know how you can deal with him, Kazahog, but I'm already sick of him. I think I prefer the frickin' I don't know who's worse, him or the damn pixies. Or not the pixies, the sylphs. I think I prefer the sylphs because they didn't talk like Yoda. Moss stone coated. The gem Shatoda shines bright, revealing an inscription in stone. As you approach, you hear a voice ring out. By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of El be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that will be thine undoing cometh. Slay the glooms encroached by thy hand. Only then shall the umbral wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. Everything has to be so complicated. Alright, where's this gloom at? That voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers Cecil. And since there are fiends of evil about nearby, close, about. Alright. Alright, guy. Please. Please don't do this to me. The gloom will change the great horrors if left unchecked. You must stop with your black magic. Alright. much bird fiends, Cecil. Be careful. Cautious. Very careful. Alright. Please. Shit. More feeds come. Or now tide will turn. Shift change. Oh shit, dude. You make a horrible healer, guy. Do not fault the Cecil, you must endure. Rally, preserve, endure. My fires come right back at me. Oh. All right. Got some ancient knowledge. Cool. What is this ancient knowledge? Well fought. The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let's return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, yes. The Zelmelok awaits us. You and me and us. All right. I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess I have to do that at some point. Oh. No? You can fuck right off. Fucking hog. Or, no, it's the wrong place. It's the wrong place. Let me go to Drybone. Alright. Back to the falls. Oh boy. I gotta talk to Mr. Yoda again. Why? I don't want to deal with Yoda. This isn't Star Wars. Okay. Wait, where are you at? Oh, you're over here. I went right past you. I'm sorry, buddy. Gone from you, Gloom is. Worry for nothing, Dazal did. So now, go see Gazak Cha. Alright, okay. please, speak English for me. The gods here were good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more. I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Wield it well, says of the Black, and make it a tool for our ends. Do that, and as the prophecy speaks, the way to light shall be lit by dark before you. What about my relic armor? Was I supposed to get that? Thunder 3! Aha, there it is. Sets of the Black, a bullet Dazawa has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. Wasn't he just here? Oh my god, dude. You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest, shroud. Yes, you've done well. Very, very well. You were truly the Black Mage foretold by legend. Oracle, prophecy, legends. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to the Stanlin. Such is what legends do. When four Magi... Okay, I already done that. You have these words... You have heard these words before. Yes, yes. Here I have found Kazak Cham, Dazal Malak. The words that brought us to Stanlin are the same. It was 100 years that a kobold first started with the legend. Decrypted. Alright. The great mage who did his very own was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Yes, yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first Patriarch must never leave Ogamoro. But leave he did. He set off for La Nocia and to pursue this legend. And for that he was named traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, not a single kobold soul. They ignored his words. When first I heard them, I felt strange. I felt I must do something. I could not simply be idle. I too left La Nocia, just as Dagu did. Yes, and I have come here to Thanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazak Chan, Dazal Melek, and myself are true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, not at all. I am a kobold. Yes, I am, but we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you hit where I can. Dagu left many things when he left. Yes, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family left thought it rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see, but I sense it in great power. Here, it gave some your gem. The light is illuminating the tablet. The scratches are growing. Mighty Titan, those are no scratches. No, not scratches at all. They're carvings. Know the brave keeper of Shatoto's light, as these words wax plain to thy sight, the seal that has cast doth shudder and sigh, and the voidgate's dread sundering draws nigh. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay in any doom. To this sacred wearer thy thoughts must now tend, unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet is more information than I ever imagined. Yes, much more. It seems there to say one who would close a void gate must find this first sacred garb. And the names of the places are written here as well. Yes, these 4 places I know. You do well to sit down and gather the first 3 relics. The first 3? What about the 4th? Legend speaks of this. It holds an offering of blood must be given in the planar fissures. The blood of those who live the life steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood, Cecil. Need Dazal's blood too, you do. Take quick, before change mind. And here's mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Get me away from these guys. Oh my lord. Please, I don't want to be here anymore. Where am I going? I'm going over there. See the tower looming off in the distance. Good. Let me get rid of these guys. Let me get rid of you. Get rid of that. All right. Nice. Next is the logging grounds, which is up there. I wonder if there's a tower around here. I don't see any, like, well, it's kind of hard to tell if there was. Damn it, I was gonna try to get rid of you. I was a white mage, so I don't have to deal with this. You son of a bitch. You know what, Ragnarok? Take its attention away from me. Alright, and the next is Okamoro. Alright. I can turn to a white mage now so I can... Where is that? Like, isn't it... it's like right outside. Oh, thank God that fate's not right there. God damn it! Where the hell did that bomb come from? Ugh. Alright, get me out of here before they respawn. Uh-oh. Ink Bear's back. Get me out of here. Run away. Alright. I am waiting to return, Cecil. I have learned where it is that the fourth relic of our forebears rests. The land known as Thal's Respite. There are two lives upon our fissure into which the blood of the fiends birds must be poured. right. Let's go check it out. Oh. So many wizards! You had a wizard, Hattie! Not anymore. Harry's dead. It's not what I wanted to do. It's not my mount button. Oh shit, it's raining. All right, I got a hat. I got a hat. So I'm gonna say this now. I'll mention it again when we're at level 50. Well, yeah, I'll mention it again when we're at level 50. But the weapon that I use for glamour is the relic. It's the Nexus step, unfortunately, and so it's like very deep into the realm of Born relic. I will be getting it later on down the line, but it's not gonna be for quite a while. Not until I'm actually able to go through all the dungeons unseen pretty easily by myself. And now it won't be like level 70 or 80. The first four relics are now in your keeping, yet the final piece remains, and our efforts to learn where it rests may have been to no avail. The dark, which empowers at times obscures, such as its nature. The Zod claims its talent names the solace of the gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard of a tale of such a name. When a power worthy of the relic's claim takes root in one of righteous and in name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last the seed of the black mage shall be sown. The Zod insists his reading is correct, and both the Zal Melech and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words, that you might see your quest come to its end. A day of the void's opening shall come. Until then, says I ask that you will continue to walk the path of the black. Alright. That is the level 45 quest, so we'll be back when we're level 50. Alright, we're at level 50. So, Kazak Cha, let's wrap up the level 50 Black Mage quest so we can move on to another job. What would you have me do? You have gathered the first 4 artifact sets, so that is no small feat. Yeah, I fear little time remains. If the tablet of Dazaz's great ancestors is to be believed, there is no yet one more. Attempting to seal the void gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the solace of the gods continues. I've gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in the most sacred of places. The power of destruction is magic, of course. Is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I'm at a loss. You believe that Dazaz and Dazal Melech's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witness to the same events, but it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be a mere coincidence, but no, I don't think that likely. I fear those 4 shadows are doomed. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue to search for our answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dazal Melok and Dazal understand this urgency and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And now to your next task. You must return to he who first bound our four fates together, the prophet, Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. Great. I gotta go back to that shady person. Alright. I believe I need to go to the Miners Guild, right? There he is. This is my temporary glamour for level 50 until I get to level 60. I have the another weapon waiting. Please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. How convenient. That man is no messenger of Nalthal. He is a miscreant, a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned for this as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years passed. He conspired with Magi from the Beast Tribes to summon a creature known as Barbados, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Nalthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbados could emerge. Barbados? I don't know Barbados, that sounds right. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was not to rot until his last breath. The order was loath to let word of the spread, fearing that others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed. And so they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black. 4 artifacts of Eld. The blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be welcomed by the void from the Void Gate. Cecilla, black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate. It's the key to opening it. Kukuruka had used us to revive this dark art. Now it means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, Cecilla, you must stop him before it's too late. I heard of Nal's reflection in southern Thanalan. Uh-oh. Great. Wonderful. I knew this all seemed fishy. I knew something wasn't right. What the hell is Nal's reflection? Wasn't that near, yeah. It's close if I go to... I saw this place. I went by it for hunting logs. I knew this all seemed fishy from the get-go. I knew something wasn't right. No one listens to me. I'll be honest, this is probably the last time you ever come down this little section of the Southern Thanalan. Like, ever. I'm not kidding. Uh-oh. I can take down your BC. I've taken these things down before. Let's see how far your powers have gone, Black Mage. I don't mean to do that. No, the void gate was open too far. Other fiends have emerged. That's your fault. Mage of the Black, the void gate moves before you. You must seal it. Why should I listen to you? Yes, you're nearly there. Finish it, Cecilla. Oh, where'd this guy come from? I didn't know there was another void gate up here. Huh. Alright, Kukuruku, you got some explaining to do here. You! Deceit is all you have! Pay you will! You're one of Hatali Malak's... You're one of Hatali Malak's Git, are you not? Mother of mother of mother! Her name, you know? I like how the staff just clips to his hat. And you, Amalja. Yes, you're one of the line of Kazib Cha. I can see it. And Kobold, through your veins course the blood of Dagu. Does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Cecilla. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you're all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. Shit. I gotta keep my finger away from the touchpad. It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I prodded, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. It was not merely ambitious. I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, deference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed, and what little progress did come came but slowly, and it was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shitoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, and all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analyses of worldly phenomena, Hatali Melok, named a pariah for not sharing the small-minded prejudices of the Ixal, the Gu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did, much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed it would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic ether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes, when I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbados sealed within the void behind the void gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the ether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Uldal, where I manipulated the minds of a few Thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaja pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the ether of those three friends with whom I had once shared a dream. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words, Dazal has. Only squawk! Alright. I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have the strength enough to offer it. Can I have your weapon too? So I don't have to go through the damn relic steps? The fifth artifact? Yes, the fifth! Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Nald's reflection, as most do. Truly remarkable, Cecila. He has succeeded where many great mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatred of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. You couldn't give me your weapon, man. I gotta go through all the relic steps. Then it is over. Finished. We did all we could, and the souls of the Kukuruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you a friend, Cecila. Now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, you are a true mage of the black now. Pray grace sweet kobolds in La Nocia with your presence someday. I don't think they'll like my well, I'm sure it's changed now, but yeah. To think Kukuruku carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. Century-old plan this was. Fulfilled its purpose, Kukuruka did. Mother of mother of mother! Forgiven Kukuruka she has. Think so, Dazal does. Finished the story is. Had much fun, Dazal did, like mother of mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dazal hopes. Farewell, Cecil, we meet again someday, Dazal hopes. No, get away from me, Yoda. I didn't, my, TV volume's on, so if you're hearing, like, little bits of, background noise, or echoes, I'm sorry. I thought I muted my TV audio, but apparently I did not. Alright. Let's go wrap up Black Mage. But yeah, the relic weapon for Black Mage and for Dragoon, those are the only two relics that I really that I'm really gonna try to gun for. I'm not gonna gun for the Bard one because, for one, the relic that I'm using for Bard is the fully completed relic all the way up to Zeta, and no, no, that's too much of a grind for me to do it again. Nexus is as far as I'll go in terms of the Aroma-born relics. Things have come to an end, it would seem. Both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things, these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then, and yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dazal Melok, Dazal, and you, says all right. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together, we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend. A true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying, and shadow or light by day or night. Ooh. Ah! Nice. I've already done all that. I've from far done that. All right, and that is the end of the level 1 through 50 job quest for Black Mage. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's gonna be a while before I start the next batch of quests. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you when in the next part, whatever that might be. So I'll see you then. Later.